back, everybody. Today we're going to try Wake Up Dead Nitro. Now, I looked at the bottom of this. It says 10/24/2020. I did not realize until I just sat down here and looked it up on Untapped, and it says no longer in production, and it says 2018. So I was like, no, I know this can's good because I almost always look at the dates, and it's best by 10/29/2020. So this could be a 2018 can. I don't know a lot about Left Hand Brewing Company, so I don't know if this actually came out in 2010. Or 2018. Sorry, I'm guessing it did, but there's not another date. There's a number. Looks like 3/03/15/55/50/62 is what's on there. I think this was $4.29, but we're going to go ahead and try it. It is a Nitro, so we'll see how well that does. Russian Imperial Stout. Good to go from the can, like a pro in a glass is what it says. 10.2% ABV, 45 IBUs. Ingredients: Kentucky mountain water, malted barley, flake, oats, hops, yeast. So we're going to go ahead and try this. So we'll see if my score compares to what Untapped has, but let's go. I'm guessing it's still going to be good. It would be 2 months out of date. There we go. Well, the nitro part still works after that. I was trying to see if I could find a date. I don't see a date on here. There's a 90219B2BB. I don't know what that is. But yeah, I don't see a date. So let's get into it. Nice, creamy, light chocolate colored head. I do have a couple medium bubbles that are popping. From that cascade of that nitro, about 2 fingers of head. Color. I would say it's black, but at the very bottom I do have a dark amber hue that I can see through there. But for the most part, I would say it's black. Let's go ahead and smell. Roasted malt, deep, dark roasted malt. Alcohol. I almost want to say like a creaminess, like a dark roasted stout, but it's mixed with like a creamy, light chocolate. I am picking up a little alcohol though. That's about it though. Smells pretty good. Smells like it should. Let's go ahead and taste. Roasted malt, almost like almost to the burnt level. A little ashy. You could say sweet, like a sweet dark fruit. I would say for the body, it's in between medium and heavy. I thought it would be too that heavy, but that nitro could lighten it up just a little bit. Bitterness in the back of the palate going down. I'm guessing it's from the roasted malts. I don't think 45 IBUs in an Imperial Russian Stout, right? A Russian Imperial Stout should have that much bitterness going on. So I think it is coming from those roasted malts, almost burnt roasted malt taste that you're getting. But that creaminess mixing with it, I don't know if it shows. It could be the oats, I guess. a little bit of chocolate. But yeah, they're at the beginning, it's like a little dark roasted, sweet, dark fruit. And then as it goes, that almost ashy, burnt malt kicks in. Then you get that bitterness as it goes down, and that bitterness just lingers there some. I'm not sure if that's what it tasted like 2 years ago. For me on this, I would go with a 3.75 out of 5. Nothing really stands out. It seems like it's just a basic Russian Imperial Stout with overdone bitterness from the malt. And I wish that was covered up some. Now, because if this is 2018, maybe the hops have risen, the beta acids in the hops, and so it's a little bit more bitterness than what it had before. Could be. But yeah, not bad. Definitely not a drain pour. I'll finish this. But yeah, it just seems like that bitterness is a little too much. Like it might be screwing something up in there. Like maybe that dark roasted malt along with some of that sweetness. I want to say there's a little bit of coffee, but I just had a coffee beer and that's not what it tastes like. So I don't know if it's just because that was a coffee beer and now I'm drinking this and it just doesn't taste like coffee. That roasted malt, depending on what they're using, could have some chocolate, then also come across, excuse me, as a coffee. So I would say that's in there. If anything, I get more of that coffee in the way aftertaste as I'm sitting here talking. That's kind of when I'm getting the coffee. But I think that bitterness takes a lot of this beer. I don't taste any alcohol at all, so that's good. So yeah, 3.75 out of 5. Let's check Untappd. One of my friends has checked this in 4.25 out of 5. Almost 2,000 people have checked it in 3.82 out of 5. So I am a little bit lower. Why does... Huh. Yeah, this really doesn't have any description at all. Joe from Beer Patrol had this on 1/14/19. He gave it a 4.25. And that's the only one. So yeah, I'll have to go check his review and see what he said. But yeah, if anything, I would say from my black IPA that I made that turned into a stout, and that bitterness really cranks up from all the hops that are used, like the beta acids. It's like those alpha acids are what contribute right away. Then those betas start taking over. This is I could see that in there, that amount of bitterness in there. It's either the hops or it's from the malts, the darker malts that are used, but I'll have to see a review of this actually in date. But I don't think in 2 months it's changed that much. So I would say this is what it tastes like fresh. But let me know below if you had a fresh version and I'll check out some videos. If you like this video, check some more out over here. And until next time, happy brewing.